It's been over a month since I released this video seen on the screen here, and it's gotten almost 8,000 views and a ton of comments. And basically, the premise of that video was on my theory on why Diablo 4 couldn't be fixed. And basically, what I stated in the video, and I'll put a link in the description of the video, was that they can't fix the game because they don't know where they're going with the game. There's no roadmap. Basically, that was the tone of that video. And to me, that was a huge risk Activision Blizzard took to launch a game knowing you didn't have a long-term plan and vision for the game. But if that wasn't risky enough, I believe they've now taken probably the greatest risk since launching Diablo 4. And we're going to look into what I'm talking about and explore the ramifications, because October 17th is coming quick, and I feel they just tweeted their way into one hell of a risky situation. I hope you'll join me. See you on the other side. So what am I referring to? I'm referring to these tweets by the Blizzard development team of Diablo 4. And although I have covered them in a prior video, I've been thinking since I published that video what these tweets have done, since I've had 2 or 3 days to think about the ramifications of this communication. Now remember, this is coming from a team that said one of their priorities is to manage expectations. So just keep that in the back of your mind while we go through this discussion, and bear with me. There's an end state here in my video. So basically, I'm sure most of you have already seen this. And on September 16th, Rod Ferguson basically tweeted to the world, so much stuff in Diablo 4 Season 2 that at Pez Radar, and that's Adam, the communications guy from Diablo 4, will need to host 2 deep dive streams to cover it all. Hashtag Season of Blood. And basically, Adam jumped in and said, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to cover. We're probably going to need 2 hours per live stream. Okay, so that's 2 hours, right? So 4 hours of talking about all the new stuff that's coming in Season 2, right? And then Adam Jackson, which has been part of the campfire chats with the Diablo 4 team, this is no exaggeration. The team's been hard to work to bring a whole lot of exciting updates to the game. I'm really excited for everyone to see what we've been up to. Now, remember, we already know, and we've talked about this in prior videos, we already know what's going on with Season of Blood. We're not going to get into that. What I want to focus on here is what this does to the expectations of the player base come October 17th. Since these tweets, I've seen basically 2 thought processes. Okay. One has been, yeah, sure, been there, done that, seen that. It's all BS. This is all smoke and mirrors. They're doing this just to hype it up, but at the end of the day, they're not going to deliver on it. This is all BS kind of thing, right? And then there's the second wave of people that are like, oh, I hope so. That'd be great. I hope you guys, do this, do that. And some people are optimistic, like myself, that are like, oh my God, they're going to deliver more than what they said in the initial communication with Season of Blood. But irrespective of what side you're on, what I want to discuss is this one tweet has now created an all or nothing stage for this game, because this is going to go down 2 ways. Number one, it was BS, and they are going to spend 4 hours fluffing up all the topics they've already told us are going to happen in Season of Blood. Okay, so basically what they originally communicated, they're going to talk about that for 4 hours. If that happens, watch out. There is not going to be a season 3 for this game because nobody will be there. And then the second way that this is going to go down is that they actually do have surprises coming, and they're going to blow people out of the water, and they're going to get a good chunk of the people back when this comes out. So irrespective of which it is, to me, this one tweet literally is the biggest risk that this game has taken to date. Okay? Like I said in my intro, it was already risky enough to launch a game that wasn't finished and they didn't have an end state to it, right? No roadmap, like I said in my previous videos. But to do this has now doubling down and taking what I feel is the biggest risk they've taken to date. And this is a huge risk. If it's down the path of that they actually do have new content, then it was a risk worth taking, in my opinion. But if they don't have anything above what they've already communicated with when they initially announced Season of Blood, this is going to be a huge smear. And like, this is, I don't understand. If that's the case, I don't understand the rationale behind the leadership team of actually doing this. Remember, saying this tweet, knowing you don't have more to talk about, but you're just going to stretch out what you've already communicated in the original communication of Season of Blood. If that's what ends up happening, wow. That is, well, I will definitely be talking about that in another video, because that sets me down a whole nother road of analysis that needs more thought, and we have to explore that further, because that's crazy. And it speaks a lot about, and will speak a lot about, the leadership of that group. So I'm going to save that until we find out come October 17th. So what I'm saying, and the point of this video, is I've had some time to think about these tweets, and basically this is the greatest risk this team has taken by a country mile, like hands down, because there's two paths here and each one presents its own ramifications. So I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, and I've come to the realization that this is going to be a boom or bust moment come October 17th. I don't know how else to put it. This is boom or bust for them. End of story. Well, that'll do it, everyone. I have to say, never a dull moment with this game. That's for sure. Well, outside of the gameplay itself. But hopefully we fix that and don't have to talk about this sideshow stuff. Because really, at the end of the day, I want to be talking about the game and all the good things happening with the game and what my experiences are with the game and sharing them with you. So, but anyway, we're going to find out real quick. October 17th is coming quicker than we anticipated, and the live streams are probably going to be a week before that. So we're going to know real quick whether this is a boom or bust. So tune in for that at a later date. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you next time.